Hi everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. So thank you for coming and finding me in this space, especially if we've not connected before. Then I want to give you a special welcome and hello. And I just want you to know that all the places where you can find me, if you need to get in contact for support or to have any questions answered or anything, are going to be with my videos. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Instagram, and you're really welcome to reach out to me anytime through a direct message or an email. I want you to know that even though we are sharing this virtual space at the time that suits me to be able to record it for you and the time that suits you to receive it, that you are very much here and connected with me. And I want you to know that I see you, and I want you to feel that connection as if you could be sat in my room with me. I'm sat in my healing room. I wish you could be sat in this room with me with all my lovely things, all my inspiring books and crystals and plants and candles and oils, and come and be cozy with me. But I want you to come into this space with me as much as you're able, but also not just me. We're here, a lovely community of PDA parents who are really wanting to walk this path together of connecting through the heart space, keeping our hearts open to give and be able to receive love from where we are, without conditions, radically, unconditionally accepting our children and young people, and radically and unconditionally accepting ourselves and our families and how we run and how we roll. And it's always an ongoing journey, isn't it, that to keep the heart open, It's so easy for us, not even knowing we're doing it, to close our hearts, to close them to protect ourselves, to close them in hurt, close them in anger. There's so many core wounds that cause us to close that heart space down. And yet in each moment we can come back into this moment, into this space, and notice now, just like your breath is ongoingly refreshing, taking out the old and bringing in the new, you can come into this space and connect with me and connect with us from where you are now. And you can notice all the ways in which you can feel safe in this present moment. Safe in this present moment to come here and be yourself fully and unapologetically, not because you feel like you've got it all sorted out, not because it's all easy, not because you've got all the answers, because your heart is open to possibilities of giving and receiving love. And from that place, we're going to talk today about flow state, flow man. And all I'm meaning by that is the ease, the glorious ease and freedom that our children and young people invite us into so brilliantly, and sometimes really uncomfortably as parents, right? Because there's not much in life which is unpredictable in the way that our parenting is unpredictable. And we have to learn pretty quick, don't we, how to be responsive rather than reactive, be responsive and adjusting around our children and young people. We have to look at how the family comes together and works together, and we really start to understand that sense of flow quite naturally, even if we haven't put words around it. It's a bit like a dance, isn't it? When it's working well, when it's in ease. And this flow state is something that we really get to learn through our parenting, and it's an incredible gift that we get to take into all areas of our life. Because in this flow state, there's incredible freedom, because we're not carrying all the knowing, all the answers. We're not holding all the responsibility. We're being part of the picture of the family. We're being a component that's cooperative in this dance. And I just want to pause there and just allow you to come into your body, come into your heart, and notice what's coming up for you. Let's just honour that for a minute, because there might be a lot of, that's not me. I don't know how to do that. We've not got that. It's more like a battle in Star Wars than it is a dance, Lindsay. You know, that's okay too. Oh, I'm talking about these concepts. I don't mean to make it be some ideal to strive for that we expect to always be in. Just something to notice that invites us into receiving more of it and has gifts in it for us. Yeah. So the inspiration for the theme of this tap-in video came for me because of my own experience this week, with the intention to come and do a tap-in video for you. And the inspiration for me is because there's a lot of things that feel in the way of my personal flow as a mum, as me. We like to like compartmentalise, don't we, as me as a mum, like it's different to me as everything else. And there's a lot in the way of my flow. And even as I say that, I notice that thought is ready to release in me, because it's only my belief that something is in the way that is creating the flow. My belief that it's in my way is actually stopping the flow, rather than seeing it as this experience that life is bringing me, which I trust to be entirely as it's meant to be. No resistance in that. Here I am having this experience, bring it on. Might be like white water rafting rapids at times, you know. It might be like surfing and that crashing wave, you know. It's not necessarily easy, calm waters. But we tend to carry deep ideas, deeply ingrained ideas about what we think things are supposed to be, how they're supposed to be, what we want and what we don't want, and we can become very attached to those. And all of those things take us out of our flow state. So for me, for example, our boiler's broken. It's very cold in our house. Doing the laundry, doing the washing up, moving around the house feels bulky and difficult and slow and uncomfortable. So if I hold a belief that there's something wrong about that, it's a very different feeling in my body and my being to if I say, I am having this experience and this is how it is unfolding for me, and look at it through the eyes of an innocent child with wonder and curiosity. Really different experience, even though the same mechanics are happening. So the day where I'm making this video, my daughter's feeling a bit unwell. She's okay, no, you know, just minor stuff, bit off colour. But it's meant that our intentions for the day have changed, and things feel very unpredictable on another level to my normal level of unpredictable, right? Because it's not like my life is very, very predictable at the best of times. But the little things in my daily flow that are already feeling a bit disrupted have had another layer of disruption, because like I talked about in my intro video inviting you here, so you might have heard me say this already, but like the important stuff that really, really, really matters in my life, like when am I going to get my breakfast, you know, feel very disruptive. And normally we have a kind of a flow of the family, our dance. I know the rhythm, I know the steps, I know the moves, how people move through the house when they're going to want space, when they're going to want connection. You know, it kind of comes about, doesn't it? And then, and you find this over the years, development phases with the children anyway, don't you? Then it just suddenly changes on you and you're like, I don't know this dance. I'm going to fall over. I'm going to trip. You know, it feels uncomfortable. It feels unnerving. It feels frustrating, perhaps. We might feel really fed up and bitter, and why me? Why is it always so hard? All of this stuff comes up. But we can welcome that in the context of understanding that it's inviting us to receive a new layer, a new level in our life experience of freedom and ease and flow. Because if our flow is conditional, we're always going to have these jars. Whereas if we allow our flow to be unconditional, then there is no jarring, because we are responding with ease and grace and an open heart to what is here now. And we are accepting that that is how it's meant to be. What if I'm not the one who knows all the answers and makes all the rules and makes all the schedules? What if there's a higher knowing in me that's guiding this, that really has my best intentions at heart, and all of my family's best intentions at heart, and all of my community's best intentions at heart, and it's leading me and guiding me and unfolding all these gifts for me, and I stopped tensing and resisting and started welcoming it in? What if? What if? That's the really expansive space that I want to start this from. Do I stay there and live there all the time? Do I? Did I want to keep the dishwasher this morning when I had to fill it and it made my hands cold? Yes, I did. Was I grumpy when I didn't get my breakfast on time? Yes, I was. So I'll now ground us into that humanity too. Okay. Okay. So it might be nice to allow ourselves to really come into this space in our fullness, whatever's stirring for us now. So if you would like to, you can put your hands on your heart and allow yourself to just relax your shoulders, your jaw, your hands, anywhere where you notice some tension showing up. Relax your forehead. And if you haven't got your feet on the ground, you might like to imagine that your feet are on the ground, or have a little stomp on the ground, or even imagine that you're growing some roots out from your teeth, I don't know where that came from your feet into the ground, and to stabilize you, but also to connect. Roots are really connecting, and they're also a really lovely way for the earth energy to be nourishing us and bringing us the knowing and the fuel and the guidance and everything that we need in this space. So that can be really beautiful too. And I just want to invite you to be with your breath, meaning just put your attention on it. Come into awareness of it. You don't need to push it, do anything with it, just notice it. And if you do notice that it feels a bit shallow or restricted, does it feel comfortable for you to hold the intention for a more full breath? Just notice that. And if it doesn't, that's okay. And if it does, you can allow yourself to breathe really into that heart space and really down into your belly, where your intuition is really ready to come in and guide you through this space. If you've never done EFT tapping with me before, what I'm going to show you is really simple and easy, and it's super effective. It's an incredible self-help tool that can really help you to release any tension or any thoughts that you're aware of that maybe aren't serving you, but you don't quite know how to let them go. The EFT can really support you in that stuff today. It really supports the nervous system as we move through that space. It really helps us to increase our awareness by creating space, by letting go and allowing from that place our heart, our intuition, our higher brain, our deeper knowing to bring newness in, because we make the space by letting go of what's not working for us anymore in this present moment. Even if that's where we were 5 minutes ago, it doesn't matter, because this is where we are now. This is where we are now. And from this place, we bring something into our awareness. And then we start to tap on some acupoints on the face and body that supports our nervous system and sends a signal through to the amygdala, that part of the brain that goes into that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response when we look at something which was a bit uncomfortable, a bit yuck, a bit challenging. And we soothe it so we can stay there and we can be in our expansion. And so I'm going to guide you in that. But please remember that this is not intended in any way to take the place of any other support in your life, any medical advice, anything else. If it doesn't feel good at any time, don't do it. If it feels overwhelming or too much, stop doing it. If you need to reach out to me, please do that. It is very gentle, but you also need to be gentle with yourself. You need to be your own best friend here. You need to listen to your body and you need to listen to what's right for you and take lots and lots of care, okay? All right, my friends, so what we're going to do is start by tapping on the side of the hand, on this fleshy part of the hand in a minute, underneath the little finger. You can, I'm holding my hand up just to demonstrate to you, but you don't need to hold your hand up when we do it. And you can tap on either hand, or you can tap your hands together like that. We're just stimulating all the acupoints in the fleshy part of the hand under the skin there. I tend to be a very firm tapper, but you don't need to be firm. We're just trying to stimulate the points. If you are very sensory sensitive, you might even like to tap just above the skin. That's fine too. Or even just imagine that you're tapping those points, because our brain, our mind is very, very powerful. Its imagination can feel like it's really happening in our body. So just be comfortable in yourself. I know we have people who have a lot of sensory sensitivity, so I'm just mindful to say that because I tend to really get into it and be a thumper, you know. And then we're going to say some words. Now, the purpose of saying the words is just to keep ourselves focused on our target, our intended target, that thing that we say is our issue, our problem, our challenge, our, you know, the thing that we wanted to do some work on, that we're saying we need to make some shift or change around. We're going to say that in some words. And then we're going to say that we welcome it, that it's okay, that we're safe even though this thing's showing up, that we are good enough even though we are where we are and we are how we are. And we're going to say those things by saying, I deeply and completely accept myself, or I love and forgive myself, or I am safe and I'm an amazing mum. We're going to say these lovely affirmations at the same time as saying this thing that feels like a challenge, because we're making friends with it. We're bringing it back into the fold. We're bringing it back into our wholeness again. We've been pushing it away and saying, I don't like that thing about myself. That thing about me is not good enough. And we're saying, no, this is a fabulous part of me that I want to integrate again and take the gifts. So we're going to bring that back in by making friends. And then we're going to go around some acupoints on the face and on the body that I'm just showing you here. And we're going to say a little phrase just to remind us of what our target is while we're doing it. Okay. And so when you tap on these points, they're very forgiving. So just follow along with me. Don't get too hung up on, am I doing it right? Is it the right spot? It's very easy. It's very generous. And again, be sensitive to what feels comfortable for you. You can do either side of the face. If you get really caught up in it, you can, I can't do it the other way, it feels wrong. You can do both sides, that's fine too. If one point feels really, really good and you want to stay there a while, do it. Just trust your body and use my guidance as a guide. You know your body. Trust it, trust your intuition and go with what feels right for you. Okay, my loves. So what I'm going to invite you to do now is to find something that you would like to do a little bit of tapping around. So when I talk about you moving through your day today, and I talk about you being in flow state, notice what comes to mind. What image comes to mind? What feeling comes to mind? What do you imagine or sense that your flow state would be like? Just find yourself in that space a little bit. What would it be like to be really easy about what is here, and that's okay. What comes along is what comes along, and that's okay. And then notice what the yeah, but is that's coming up for you. Yeah, but. Yeah, but that's BS. Yeah, but that's not possible. Yeah, but then I'd be lazy. Yeah, but then I'd be irresponsible. Yeah, but then everything would fall apart. Yeah, but then my house would be a disaster zone. Yeah, but then I'd never get anything done. Yeah, but things are not okay and I need to change them. Yeah, but I'm worried about. Notice what yours is. And that's what you're going to tap on today. So if you were just telling me what it was then, I need you just to put some words after that. Yeah, but I'm struggling. Yeah, but I'm lost. Yeah, but I'm not you, Lindsay. As if I've got this all down perfect. Yeah, but no one else does anything. Yeah, but it'll all fall apart if I'm not juggling all the plates. What's your yeah, but? And that's your sentence that you're going to do some tapping on, okay? So just join along with me, and don't worry, it hasn't got to be something you'd put in a novel. This is just for you to use. It doesn't matter if the words are jumbly and nonsensy. There you go. It's just so you can tune into what it is you want to bring. Okay, it hasn't got to make sense to anyone else. It's really personal for you. It can just be absolute gibberish, and you're going to tap on the side of the hand here. And I want you to say this statement, which has got 3 parts. Keep tapping on the side of your hand for me and say, even though, and then I want you to put your statement in there. So for example, even though if I go into flow state, I'll never get anything done. Or even though if I go into flow state, my kids will fall apart. Even though if I go into flow state, I'll just eat cake all day. Even though if I go into flow state, I don't even know who I am anymore. Even though if I go into flow state, no one's going to earn any money to pay the bills with. Oh my gosh. Even though if I go into flow state, no one's going to walk the dog. Okay, so whatever it is, big, small, everyday, or mind-blowing, doesn't matter. Just put your sentence in there. And then we're going to say, I deeply and completely accept myself. Then we're going to do it again because we're going to do this 3 times because we really want our brain to hear this. We really want our mind to embrace this. Even though, put your sentence in there, I deeply and completely accept myself. And one more time. Even though I deeply and completely accept myself. Now, I know I can be a bit extra. I'm told frequently by my daughter that I'm too much. I'm extra. I know. I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of passion. I can be a bit theatrical. I know. However, I don't apologise for that when I'm doing my EFT because actually that emphasis, that energy, however it's authentic for you to express it, which doesn't have to be my way, is really helpful because we're really kind of, imagine that you've had the batteries in the wrong way and we're turning them around so the circuit can be complete. We're kind of like overriding where we've been flowing against ourselves, and we want to kind of like, we want to get the motor going. So having that emphasis in the words, in the energy of our phrasing is really helpful. So even if you're saying it in your head, I want you to be able to put that push, that passion, that spark behind it, okay? Right, so we've done that 3 times. And then we're going to go up and we're going to tap on the front of the eyebrow. And I just tend to use a couple of fingers, but whatever's comfortable, 1, 2, 3, whatever works for you. You can use your fist, I don't mind, whatever's comfortable. But we're just kind of tapping around where the eyebrow begins. And we're going to say our reminder phrase. So we're going to say something that's just going to keep us, a short phrase that's going to keep us focused while we tap. So if I'd use the example, even though I wouldn't get anything done, I'm just going to tap her and say, wouldn't get anything done. That's kind of a short phrase that reminds me of it. And then we're going to go on the side of the eye and tap here and say, wouldn't get anything done. And then we're going to go under the eye, so it's directly under the pupil, on the bone there. Wouldn't get anything done. Under the nose, but above the top lip, on that kind of like teardrop bit there. Don't know what it's called. We've been doing this like about 1 billion years. I should probably find out what that's called. Okay, and then under the bottom lip, but above the chin point where it dips in, we're going to go there and just say a reminder phrase. Wouldn't get anything done. For the collarbone, the bone that runs here, I like to use a wide open hand. It's really comforting and really easy to find the point. Some people also go just underneath the collarbone, and that's lovely too, but it can be harder to show on video for people to target. It's a nice wide open hand right over the chest space there. Wouldn't get anything done. And then we're going to use a flat hand and go under the arm. It would be the equivalent with where a bra strap would be, should you do those. Wouldn't get anything done. And our last point is on top of the head. Top of the head, I tend to use a flat hand. You can also put your hand up like that, whatever feels more comfortable, just stimulating points on the top of the head there. Okay, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. So I'm going to guide you now, and you can follow along with me. And I'm going to allow myself to go into flow state and to give some sentences that you can follow along with that allow you just to rest and relax and allow me to lead if that feels more comfortable for you. If you found a phrase that resonates for you and is working for you and you're feeling comfortable in it and you want to keep your words in, I encourage you to do that. But I want to offer both opportunities because some people can get a bit caught up in the head in, am I saying the right thing? What am I supposed to be saying? What are my words? And I can't lead all your individual scripts. So I'm going to allow myself to flow and to bring you some tapping that you can receive as an experience more than as a teaching opportunity. And having given you the teaching opportunity already, and then you do you. So you can either just follow along with my words or you can keep your words that you were just using. Either way is beautiful. What you might notice as we're tapping are signs that your energy is shifting and that you're releasing some resistance, you're releasing some tension. And those signs can look like tears, sneezing, yawns. They can look like big, lovely sighs. You might just notice your body go, like you just relax a little bit. You might feel like you want to shake something off. You might feel like some emotion is coming through you, which can look like sadness, but it can also look like anger and frustration and rage. And you might feel like you want to say some things, or you've got to, move that energy some way. So notice what's coming up and allow yourself to do those things in a way that feels safe for you and everyone around you. And that can continue after the video as well, in terms of sharing with a friend, getting out, walking it off, going and punching a pillow, writing in a journal. The energy continues to move after we say goodbye here. But I just wanted to let you know what to expect in terms of those signs and signals that something is moving. A lot of people do the yawning and the sighing. They can be really big ones. Okay. Also, sometimes you might find like where your digestion gets going and your tummy's gurgling and stuff like that. Bodies, they do their thing, don't they? Right, we're going to start here on the side of the hand and say, I just need to tune in. Even though I don't know how to flow, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I don't know if I want to flow, I love and forgive myself. Even though I'm just not sure I'm a flowy person, deeply and completely love and accept myself. I don't know if I want to flow. I don't know if I know how to flow. I'm not sure I feel safe to flow. Can I flow? Do I want to flow? What the heck does flowing mean anyway? What would Elsa say? The flow doesn't matter anyway. I was reaching for something there, but I just can't quite, let it go. Oh, la la, under the arm. I want to flow, but can I flow? I don't know. Do I want to flow? Should I flow? Shall I flow? Will I flow? Where will I flow to? Where will I go? Back round to the eyebrow. Where will I go if I flow? Will I like flowing? Am I ready to flow? Is it safe for me to flow? Do I want to flow? Can I flow? Shall I flow? Where will I flow? Ooh, who will flow with me? Okay. That should have warmed you up a little bit. Okay, just come in. Hand on your heart if that feels good and supportive for you, and just allow yourself to have a breath. And what I want to invite you into now is to noticing what is showing up for you in this moment. It could be a thought, it could be an idea, it could be a picture of a place, a person, a thing, a situation, or it might be a sensation in your body. It might be a twinge or a tension, or it might be an awareness of the energy in some way, like a colour or a sound showing up for you. Notice how it is showing itself to you. And all I want you to do is to put your attention there and tapping on the side of your hand saying, even though I'm noticing this, I'm safe. And even if this stays exactly as it is, I am perfect, whole and complete. Even though I'm noticing this, I love and accept myself. Okay, great. And then on the eyebrow, and just say, noticing this, and more importantly, noticing it. And on the side of the eye, you don't even need to say the words. If you want to, you can just, if you want to and you know the points, you can close your eyes. I just want you to have your attention on what's showing up for you there. Great. Okay, and under the eye, and just keeping your attention on what's showing up there. Keeping your attention there, keeping your awareness there. It's doing the work for you. See how easy it is? It's doing the work for you. It's showing itself to you. On the collarbone. Perfect. Under the arm, just noticing what's showing up. And on top of the head, noticing what's showing up. Okay, beautiful. Okay. And now we're going to do a little bit of tapping before we say goodbye today, which is going to allow you to feel safe and supported and expansive and curious as you continue on with your journey with this. Okay. So tapping on the side of the hand with me here. Even though I'm exploring this flow state, I love and appreciate exactly where I am. Even though I'm exploring this flow state and I'm a bit confused, I'm a bit unsure, I'm a bit lost, and I feel really not good enough. I'm safe, I'm an amazing parent, I'm an awesome person, and I love and appreciate myself exactly how I am. Even though I'm exploring this flow state and I feel like I'm failing, I am safe, I am enough, and I love and appreciate myself. I'm exploring flow state and I'm safe. I'm exploring this flow state and I am enough. I'm exploring flow state, and even if I never get it, I'm absolutely flipping brilliant. I'm exploring flow state and I really like where I am too. I'm open to the possibility of more flow and I'm safe even though I don't know how. I'm open to the possibilities of more flow and I'm enough even though I don't know how. I'm open to the possibilities of more flow and I relax even though I feel like I've got to hurry up and get it. I'm open to the possibilities of more flow and I am enough exactly where I am, unconditionally, unapologetically, and I love and appreciate myself. Okay, everyone, let's close out, hands back on the heart again if that feels good for you. And just noticing your breath again. And how's that feeling? If your breath's showing you any restrictions, just thank it for the awareness. You don't have to force anything at all here. Just grateful for the awareness and bring a love into that space. Bring our love and acceptance into that space where we're noticing the restrictions. Receiving it back in unconditionally, just as it is. Beautiful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming and sharing this space and doing this work with me. It is precious to me beyond measure. It's who I am, what I do, what I love. It's my art and my creativity in the world to come and share this with you. And if you've enjoyed it, I'm so pleased. If you've received something from it, I'm so pleased. If you have anything you would like to share with me about that, I would love to hear it. If you would like to share this on to others, you are very welcome to do that. This is just my gift to do with as you please. So if there's other people you think would enjoy it, then absolutely you're welcome to share it on. If you are wanting to receive more connection and do more of this work, then absolutely let me know how you would like to connect. We have a free Facebook community, Peace with PDA. If you're not already a member there, that's for parents of PDAers, and you're always welcome in that space. I also have a membership space called the Freedom Centre for people who want to journey more with this and meet with me on Zoom and do this work. And of course, I offer one-to-one spaces for parent support work for those of you who would like that journey and feel you need that time just for you right now. So just reach out and let me know if there are any ways in which I can be supporting you at the moment. And or if you would like to explore that or have any questions around that, I'm absolutely there for that exploration with you. Okay. All my love to you. I will see you soon for another video share, another tap-in session. If you are interested in knowing more about EFT tapping, then there are lots of ways you can do that. There are beautiful books. There are people online who do courses, training. There are videos on YouTube. Everyone has their own unique gift that they bring through with this, and everyone does it in their own way. And it's nice to find the people that resonate with us and the ways that feel good for us. And I encourage you to do that. If this is something which is speaking to you as a technique that you would like to take further in your life, if you're interested in it, in the application that I bring of really being to support your nervous system and your growth work as a parent to a PDA, then you're in the right place already. And I'm very glad. All right, lots of love to you. Bye.